Hey guys, Sergeant Bones here. This is my after-action review of the Hobby Boss 1/35th scale Leopard 2A6, well A5 A6. A nice kit. I really enjoyed it. It has a couple of issues which I discovered while building it. One, the drive sprockets are too, they're not wide enough. They are approximately 2 millimeters, well, let's say 1.5 millimeters too thin when you glue them together. And even the kit's own tracks don't fit with it, which is kind of disappointing. But when you consider the price of the kit, it's not bad. Another one of the bad points, all of the periscopes are basically a little piece of acetate that you have to cut out and fit in, including, let's see if I can get this in here, including this big monster one right here on top of the commander's area there. Two pieces, one in the front, one in the back. Not nice. Otherwise, Photo-etch, really nice. It's got some good Photo-etch grills. The stowage baskets are a nice Photo-etch. They're a pain in the butt to put together. You've really got to be careful when doing it. Not so much the Photo-etch itself that's the problem, but the plastic framework for the Photo-etch is the problem. Otherwise, not bad. There's a couple of tricky points to the kit. One of them is, for example, the optics. There is no obvious implication that the part in plastic is the closed doors. This is actually, it's not even marked as being the closed doors. It just shows two Photo-etch pieces that can go in there, optional for the closed doors. Well, gee, that's great, but why don't you tell us that it's the closed doors? The same thing goes with all these driver's hatch periscopes. They really suck. They're just little pieces of plastic that you have to cut out and fit in there. I just filled it with PVA glue and then marked over it with a marking pen to give it a nice little optic, which I don't know how well that is visible, but yeah, you can see it on that one. It has that shiny rainbow effect with a black marking pen, which I think turned out pretty well. Same with the commander's hatch optics. All in all, a good kit. It has lots of options in it. The kit also includes all the options you need to make the Swedish version. One of the things I really liked are the decals for the license plates. I mean, okay, I'll tell you right now, it was a pain in the butt to put each one of those single numbers on there, and getting them perfectly straight is like almost impossible. But I did it. I actually was able to make a vehicle license plate original to the one that a friend of mine actually drives. And I was actually on this vehicle and checked it out with him. So that's pretty cool. The other thing, I didn't like the rubber tracks because they don't show the articulation, the blocks. They don't have the separation of the gaps and everything that's really nice, what I would expect for a vehicle. So I got the Bronco tracks, and they're really good. They're not a problem to put together. Once you get the system down, they just kind of fit together rather quickly, easily. Can't complain. And they hold the proper curves. The links, each one of the links are double pivot. So considering that, I can't complain. All in all, a nice kit. For the price, you can't beat it. If you can get a Tamiya one, actually, I'd take that over this one. Otherwise, for the price, it's a good kit. It goes together easily. It has some minor flaws, but they're nothing that you can't take care of. The decals are very good, very thin, and they go on quite well. The There are some minor lack of details in some areas. Personally, I think the non-skid pads are a little bit large, with the exception of those on the hull. On the driver's area here, these are actually pretty appropriate, except for the outside ones. They're a little thick. The inner ones are about to scale. They're not quite as rough as I might like them, but I would say it is to scale, so can't complain about that either. All in all, a nice kit, and I'd build it again. So that's all for me. Hope you enjoyed it, and y'all have a nice day.